Hello, hello, hi. It is me, it is I. I depressed you guys yesterday. Ne? I'm not okay today. I tried to make myself presentable because I am, yeah, man, like, yo, ay, yay. The Kamehamehas that are coming at me right now, like at people around me and affecting me, you know, um, the debris getting on me. But thank you guys for sticking around, for rocking with me. It's upsetting how much the celebrities are not fucking up, extremely upsetting. Um, those of you, listen, the blogs are dry, do your part for umpagati, basically. Because these girls got nothing to talk about and they promised to speak to us all of July, and we look forward to hearing from them. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I have promised, if you guys remember, those of you who've been rocking with Rahadi, hello to the new people, we're still rocking. This is gonna annoy somebody. You see my little hair that's gone rogue. There is somebody with a condition watching this and they wish I would just tuck it away. I hear you. Don't you guys say I'm not sensitive to your issues. Okay, because I'm raking my brain. What am I going to talk about? Let's talk about something I actually live and do every day, and that's being a Black person in business. I've got my business like a baby, like little micro thing that I don't necessarily think. I'm not interested in being like huge. I'm interested in being a kind of big for me, and I don't know how to explain that. But that's not the point of this conversation. I'm always left puzzled and confused when you guys say things like, we tried to support Black business. I've tried. I'm never gonna. I've done this, and or because one little person, one little service provider who happens to be Black, fucked up, or whatever the issue is that happened. Every time I hear that, it's like it sounds like the most anti-Black thing I've ever heard, because it's almost like you're walking around here like you're the only group of people who think circulating money within your community is charity work. Like you can't fathom how you contributing to the economy of the space of the people who look like you eventually benefit you. You can't conceptualize that, like, which is odd. Like, it's such an odd thing for me. So you walk around with this air of, like, when you say it to a person like me who's in business, I'm hearing you thinking you're doing me some kind of favor. And I'm not, right? Even in saying this, I'm very like scared because I'm like, oh, am I going to come across as being ungrateful for the business that I get? Because I'm not that, right? At the same time, you can't act like I'm not giving you a product and or providing a service, and like, you choosing this business, you need to be applauded for it, and you need to walk around telling people about how you always try to support Black. Do you mean yourself? I always try to take care of myself, because that's how the trickle works. Eventually, if you're gonna keep pouring into businesses that are far removed from you, your community, your extended family, all of that, all you're doing is enriching that little group of people over there in that corner. And there's no trickle down to that. If they're to experience any growth and to have new hires and things like that, even if they to hire people from your community, the commute alone is going to kill that person on transport. So what are you even talking about? And also the idea that one little Black person fucking you over is all of like people in business fucking you over. Wild. What? Rahadi's been on here. I told you guys that Trainee Secrets bitch fucked me over. Friend,
Wait. Oh, yeah.
I texted this girl asking where my trousers are. This is supposed to be an extra large. Friend, I'm a 2X. Why is it so big on the waist? But Kaloko friend, whose crotch is here? I know you're tall, but like, bitch, you can't wear these trousers. What? Guys, what am I gonna do? Oh, one more. And I gave her avenue to remedy why Rahadi tells you all the time. The amount of grace that I've been extended in my business to remedy where I've messed up, I feel forever indebted. I feel handled with love and care. I cannot explain that I'm only still doing what I'm doing because I've wronged people and they've given me room to try and make it right. Right? And not even that I make it right and they continue to do business with me, but in real time, they've addressed me as like a person, right? In a I'm dissatisfied, but in a way where you're like, this person has manners, like muto udiani. But there's a way you guys treat Black vendors and Black service providers where there's a tone you take with them that's very much seeped in how you see yourself as a Black person. So, and there's an entitlement, there's an expectation of, I don't know, us to exceed what you would usually expect of Tani whomever, right? When you were getting your little bakes made by Tani Mang Mang and she's giving you that fucking disgusting American buttercream yao sheruja leo kupurakir hash. You weren't really mad then. You weren't really mad, but you're gonna get mad if Sis Mavis gives you something and I don't know, the shade of blue is slightly off. Shimule or Tafono, you wanna let us know now that you finally know that colors have shades or a telephone. I asked for turquoise. And I'm not saying don't express when you're dissatisfied, but we tend to care in each other, right? And I've put 2 videos out maybe over a year ago now where I was talking about like business etiquette, especially small business etiquette 101 from like the POV of the person, of the customer and the POV of the business. So this isn't a conversation to say that, oh, we're just getting everything right and you all are just being mean. But sometimes when you're addressing a Black person in business, you think you can talk to them crazy. You also have no respect for our time, right? Like you think you can text me at whatever hour. And then if I don't respond, it's all of this. I've used these words with you guys before. People in my life have been told, all I ever do, I mean, yeah, I'm fat, but like all I ever do is tell you guys that I'm fucking starved. I'm hungry. It's not going well. I'm sorry, person with issues about my dreads. All of that stuff. That's all I do. So whenever you try to put boundaries in place as a small business Black owner, for whatever reason, that communication is received as, oh, you're getting too big for your boots. And you're getting a big head. Mind you, you're trying to like create a communication system that makes it easy for you and this other person to get the thing done as quickly as possible, right? But because you are you and you're trying to, even at my very, very micro level, I'm trying to present myself as a business. I'm trying to communicate, have rules in place. No, you cannot just do that. No, there are rules. Don't show up here unannounced. Don't show up here unannounced. And then when I ask you, did you try to let us know you were going to be coming through? And you are like, you call your friend after, or a mutual friend of us, oh my God, she's so rude. Are you not rude for deciding that the rules do not apply to you? Mind you, half the time, the small Black business owner you're dealing with, one person, and then 3 of you are getting, you want your makeup done by this person, right? Great. And when they tell you this is the system of booking with me, and that is to help them manage these things, because one, on top of the fact that they have to physically provide the service, which is doing your makeup, they also, the many hats that we're wearing, one doing that, and she's having to deal in a month maybe with well over 30 of you, and you all come to them. I don't understand where the lack of understanding comes in. You all approach this person as if you're the only person they're servicing, right? And I get it, especially if you are looking for something that's bespoke. That is the service that they're saying that they're providing. But you don't want to follow the rules. As long as the person looks like you think it's time to start disrespecting the rules they have in place. Right? Why are you texting your decor lady at 11 and expecting her to reply? Why? Send it. If you're gonna send a text at 11, hey, now is the time that I got some space to text you. I'm not expecting a response. I know you only work at this hour. I just wanted the message to find you bright and early. Thank you. And say whatever your piece is. But the expectation, I've dealt with somebody who had to tell me about how they're a lawyer. I do not give a shit. Law school. Like you're a lawyer. Because surely fucking not, because you wasted your time. I can tell you that. This person did not want to follow the rules I had in place. There's a degree, like one little separation between me and dealing with the customer, because my anxiety was getting really bad having to deal with people like that and deal with the workload that I physically had to get done to fulfill the orders. So I got somebody to do that bit for me, right? But there's some people, when they call and they find that it's not me on the phone, it becomes an issue. It's also laughable to me because it's usually people who are complaining before I got this person that I don't respond in a timely fashion. And I took that as a valid concern that needed remedying. And I did exactly that. But apparently that's not the remedy that we're looking for. The remedy was just put whatever it is you're doing down. I don't care if you have an order in front of you that you need to get out today. Put it down and talk to me. I rejoice, babe, and I'll keep telling you that. I'm in business, not an abusive relationship with CFO who's going to be calling me every 2 minutes asking, can you shift? We're not doing all of that. We are not. Do you understand what I'm saying? The rules are there in place. When you stop by to collect things from your seamstress or whomever, and they try to, why are you inviting yourselves into people's workspaces when I haven't said come in? Why? I've had to deal. I am so glad this person has stopped ordering from me, and I don't even miss her money. Because some of you are so hard to deal with, you guys. Like, you are so unpleasant with how you deal with people who look like you. And it boils down to that. Because we've seen how you move in white spaces. Even like it's a whole thing. And then when the person looks like you, it's time for you to just not care about anything, feel entitled. You have never gone to the KFC or whatever and tried to go to the bag to see how they coat the chicken. So why is it that when you come into my space, you invite yourself into a space that I haven't said you can come into? I haven't said so. I haven't. You come in and then you're like, oh, is this where you work? Where do you think I was at, babe? Where did you think? What did you touching stuff? Do you do that with Tani Mariki? No, you don't. You don't, because her dog is barking at you. Okay, Blackie. Her dog is enforcing. I gotta get a dog. I do gotta get a dog. I love servicing people who look like me. I love dealing with people who look like me. I've had my version that I struggle to call it that because we'll continue to talk about why it is the word success is unsettling if you don't have certain things to go with it at a different date. But I enjoy it. It's just sometimes when I'm experiencing these things, it bugs me because I know it's all just anti-blackness. It's all it's all seeped in the disrespect of the black body, the black person, the personhood, everything about me, because that's how perhaps you see yourself or us as a collective, because we like to act like we're a monolith. This is why when one little black person fucks you over, it's all the black people of the world that have fucked you over. Come on now. But that's all. That's all I wanted to say to you guys. I haven't been fun for like a couple of videos now. Well, yeah, a couple. This is probably the second one where everybody's going to be like, why Rakhadi Ali serious? So Rakhadi is really just generally a serious person. Really. Okay. Bye, Yella.